I just built this rack system with live knowledge base updatable feature. So as far as I know, so businesses do create new solutions or create new things, so which are needed to be documented in the knowledge base and all. So adding new knowledge bases into the rag, at least into the into our database, shouldn't be much complex task. So for that, I just use it. I mean, I just build this whole system for that. So here, rather than just move to the execution part, I will explain every single thing one by one. So there are two parts over here. Okay. So first part was purely, the whole use case of the first part is so goddamn simple. So it simply, takes the user submitted knowledge base, and it will simply embeds into the graphical vectors and store it into our database. Technically here I am using Supabase. So Supabase has a pg vector, so we can use that as an vector storage too, so vector db2. So first of all, whenever the user submits this particular jot form, the part one workflow will get triggered. So user will simply upload the pdf document, technically, which is nothing but the new knowledge base or something like that. So it will simply upload it, and we simply, whenever we simply click on here, simply click on the submit article and simply submits the jot form, this particular workflow will get triggered. And here we will get a submission id as an output, and obviously these fields too, the user full name and the email address too. So that was nothing to do with here, because we are dealing with rag knowledge bases here. So we really needed this particular uploaded pdf, right? So for that, from from grabbing the pdf content from the jot form, we do need to have two other http nodes too, because whenever from the first jot form trigger, we will get a form submission id, right? So we will use that particular form submission id. Just have a look. So yeah, here we will use the particular submission id, and here we will enter the Jotform api key, and then it will reveal it will reveal the particular uploaded pdf contents link. So that link was grabbed, and ungrabbed and made a http request using the same Jotform api key. Here you just have to replace the Jotform api key, and it will simply the response format, we set it to the file. So whatever the file format that the user simply uploaded, so we the whole response, response from this particular http node will gets converted, I mean will gets in a file. So technically we will grab the particular content, particular pdf knowledge base into the binary data, but that was in a form, sorry, that was in a file format. Okay. So we will grab that particular file, and we will send it to this particular node. So here the use case of this is so goddamn simple. So that outputted pdf file was pushed into this node, and this node will simply extract the data text content from the pdf file. That's it. So the use case is so goddamn simple, but it is so needed for doing it. And here we will simply simply divide the whole content into some random chunks of data with character size of 1,000. So that's how. So whatever how no matter how long the knowledge base is, it will be divided into the equal chunks of data, and it will get embedded with together api. And obviously I had used this particular embedding model for that. So after after converting it into the vector format and embedding it, we will save that particular embedding in the database. So that's it. So that was the whole part one thing. So the part two is so simple. We will simply open the chat and simply chat with this whole database. Okay. So that's how the part two is. So let's see the things in action. Okay. So I'm going to submit. Let's start. Okay, just a second. Okay, let's go to the execution part, and let's just submit a PDF document. And there is a sample, restaurant menu document which I have to, you know use it for submission. Yeah, so that particular, you know content and the knowledge base was uploaded, and it should be triggered over here. Yeah, so it's already got succeeded to, it seems. Yeah, perfect. See here, just a second. Yeah, so the uploaded, so that particular uploaded content was divided into chunks and also embedded into vector. Sorry, just a second. So embedded into a vector form too, and stored in our database. Okay, so the first part is completed. So let's just try to ask some random questions. Okay, here. So, hey, what are your chef's specials? So you can see, right? Okay, so it simply gave us an answer, but obviously, just have a look in the execution tab too. See, the part 2 execution was also completed. So that's how the whole rack system was developed. And whenever we got some new content, like maybe, if the restaurant has opened another branch, so we can simply go to this particular knowledge base form and simply, simply do our thing. I mean, simply upload that particular new knowledge base, or technically that particular restaurant menu over here, and simply submit here. So that it will simply get embedded and converted into chunks, and it will simply store in our database live. So that's how the ease of doing things with Jotform is. So yeah, that's it for today, guys.